Pakistan is advising President Obama's special envoy to Pakistan and Afghanistan, Richard Holbrooke, to reach out to members of the Taliban who might be open to peacemaking efforts in the region. Is it ever a good idea to reach out to the Taliban? Let's talk about that.
I don't think the Taliban is going to compromise on anything. It's an ideology that's been around for centuries.
I don't know that they would be open, but I think you should reach out to them, absolutely.
Why is that?
Because it's just, you have to converse with people in order to get, to find out what they're feeling, what their problems are.
Their roots are based in a very radical religion, which documents their particular disregard for anything other than Muslim. I mean, it's in their books. So it's a primary objective of their religion, among other things. And how do you change that?
And Colombia has been for 50 years been dealing with terrorism like Taliban. And so what Colombia has been doing is trying to reinsert the guerrillas back into society, and that's pretty well the way that Colombia is now able to revitalize itself. So that if we use the same system, maybe.
I think there's no talking to them because they just have hate against us. It's pretty simple.
So what do we do? Does the whole world just ignore the region?
I say we bomb the whole country, to be honest with you.
They've had a lot of oppression, and they're angry and they're hurt, and the rest of the world's come down on them pretty hard. And
do they have a right to be angry and hurt?
Again, case by case. I mean, if you look at the history, they've had some pretty oppressive regimes themselves.
They have no interest in peace. So they're taught from grade school up, murder, kill. That's what should be done to them. They contribute nothing to the world. That's my opinion.
They think the same thing of the Western world.
But why? We don't teach our children to kill.
Oh, we teach our children to like material goods, and they don't really appreciate that from a religious level.
But liking material goods is not doing something to harm somebody else.
Through talks, we can get peace. Do you think that's possible with a group like the Taliban?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I think that if you talk and communicate, you can always reach a resolution.
They want to be peace-loving people, worship their God. I'll pat them on the back and help them. But don't come and try to kill me and my children and my country.
So what do we do?
I have no sympathy, but what do we do? I don't know if you want to hear what I would say.
I would love to hear it.
We'd line them up and cut off their heads and get rid of them.
I think it's quite hard for them. They're very, very narrow-minded in a way, ideological, fixed.
Right. So do you think that they would be open at all, or is it not worthwhile to try to talk to them?
Sure, to talk is always good, but it'll be a hard journey, actually.
I think it's tough to say because of the belief and the passion they have, in particular, which are so far away from the peace we think it's our peace. So.
Right. So what do? Do we talk to them as a globe trying to make peace and the world safer?
Probably, yeah. I guess we try to be human to human versus government to government.
Whether or not you believe it's a good idea to reach out to the Taliban, the bottom line is they're a major force in a region that affects the whole globe. So like it or not, the world is going to have to reckon with them one day, one way or another.